Hi, this is Christian with Wulong Toys, and this is Disposal. This is my V2 Action Former Disposal, and he's got a nice height to him. Unfortunately, I don't have a Cyclonus, but here he is next to a Swerve. So you can see he's about the same height. Fits in well with your Classics collection. However, this guy's joints are super loose. He's practically a ragdoll. I mean, you can see they're just super wobbly. Even the head is really wobbly. Also, there isn't quite the articulation that I wanted, so I've redone him. So this is the V2 one. The original one is about half the size. He also comes in solid white, so all of the painting, you have to do yourself. So what I've designed is my third version of Disposal here, and I'm calling him a no paint version. So the way that I've designed it, if you order all of his parts in the recommended materials, a set in white, some in black, some in blue, some in gray, and one part in translucent, you will have essentially a no paint or very little paint required to make the figure. So this is the first that I've gotten the prototype. I'm trying it out for the first time. Let's see how it turned out. So let's get these parts opened up. There's all the white parts. Got some shoulders. That's a toe. That's a forearm. There's a thigh. Looks like a right thigh and a left forearm. There's the hands. I'll have to cut some of those parts apart. This is a right hand. There's the other forearm. Can you hear my daughter singing? She's supposed to be going to sleep. And she's very fond of the movie Frozen, as a bajillion other little girls are. There's a helmet. There's the other hand. I like to set all my parts out like this just to make sure that I have everything. This is a good way to tell whether or not you're missing something or if you have everything before you get started. Another toe part. And the no paint version, I also I'm going to have a version that's in solid white for those that want to do their own painting, because this blue isn't quite exactly what you want. But the no paint version does include some bonus parts. For example, this toolkit here. And the toolkit, it's got some not quite ball joints, but some pins. You just kind of snap it over, and there's your toolbox. And the toolbox opens up. Set that guy aside. And that's the chest panel here. Alright, blue parts. There's the torso. There's his pelvis. These are some more of those bonus parts I was telling you about. Set those aside. Here's the gray parts. More bonus parts. What could these be? Set them over there. This is the alumide material. So these, you'll notice that you've got 3 of these parts. 2 of them are longer, one of them is shorter. The long ones are the shoulders, the short one is the neck. So over here. That's the pelvis crossbar there. Elbows and knees. Black parts. Got some wheels. And the translucent parts. Or part, rather. And that's going to be for light piping. And for this part, obviously you don't want to have, I mean you can, I guess, if you really want to, you can have a white visor, but I'm just going to take a blue marker that I have and color that in. They don't make the translucent ink colors yet. And you don't need to do the whole thing, just the front. I'm going to switch markers. Try this one out. There we go. That looks better. I'm just going to set that aside, give it a chance to dry before I go shoving it into the helmet. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my knife. I'm going to cut apart some of these parts that are joined together with a little bit of sprue. So that includes the wheels. Just cutting off the excess. There's our wheels. Set those aside. Our joints. This part with this slope here, that's your elbow. Just clean that up a little bit. Their elbow. And then these parts that have this pyramidal type shape, triangular shape, those are his knees. Just try to get those as close and as flat as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. One knee. There's the other knee. And last is the hands. Click that off. Looks like this one, when it printed, didn't quite go all the way. It looks. You can see there's a dent in there. It's not supposed to be like that. Hopefully your print will turn out better. He also seems to be missing his thumbs. That is curious. Little socket in there. I have a little straight pin here. I'm just going to dig into the socket. You can probably see all this loose powder in here. So if I can get all of that stuff out, I'm going to have a much happier joint. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you. Now these parts are in the polished white, polished blue, unpolished alamide, and unpolished black. So hopefully the amount of carving and tooling that you have to do is minimum. Alright, let's see if that fits. There you go, that looks good. There's his little hand. Opens and closes. Kind of bummed at the lack of thumb though. I don't know where the thumb went. So I'll have to double check my file, and hopefully it's there, and that maybe it came loose in the printing or something of that nature. What I'm doing right now is just kind of carving off that little bit of sprue there that was still attached, because now it opens a little bit smoother. Alright, so there's one hand, and let me free up the other hand here. Get rid of that excess material. And on this hand, look at that. Same thing. Right through. Well, this is a prototype, so mistakes are expected. So that's something for me to take a close look at in my file and make sure that I have everything the way it's supposed to be. So when you order one of these, you won't have this issue. And let's just dig in here, get any excess powder out. When these are polished, hopefully you shouldn't have to do too much of this. Sorry about that, my memory card filled up. So there's the hand, missing the thumb for some reason. Alright, that's all the parts, so let's go ahead and get it together. I'm going to go ahead and start at the bottom. Again, just taking my pen, make sure there's no excess powder in here. Pop a toe in there. The other one. Inside here. Push that in. That's what I wanted to hear. Yeah, there's some powder in that one. Go. That looks alright. How about you? Get that knee in there. Oh, that's not good. Looks like that knee joint is too loose. I'm going to have to tighten that up. That is most disheartening. Yep, both sides. Alright, so that's one thing that needs fixing. Let's see how it connects to the upper thigh. I don't like the look of that. That looks like it got polished too much. That's probably what happened here too. Yeah, it looks like the polishing just ate that away. Completely ruined my joint. You can see how it would have been together. Well, maybe I can't offer it unpolished. Alright, so I'm gonna guess probably the same issues on this side. Yeah, that doesn't fit at all. And yeah, so the polishing process completely ate away with the socket on the limbs here. So the knees are completely worthless. There's no way I can join them. I might be able to drill them and put a pin through here and through the ball socket. Of course, then that takes away my ability to I'm sorry, this way. It takes away my ability to, have a rotation here, but at least it would still be functional. So I'll try that out later, not on camera. That's disappointing. Alright, well, let's see if the rest of it works out. So there's the pelvis piece, the lower torso, and there's a flat portion and a portion with a hole. The hole goes inside. It's just to hollow it out. The flat portion goes to the bottom. Let's see if this fits. Well, that doesn't quite want to go. There it goes. Alright, that's nice. And useless again. Look at that. The polishing process completely ruined those joints. Okay. Upper torso. Large ball. Socket in there. Okay, that's good. We got a nice rotation there. Okay. Chest part. That fits nicely. Let's see. The shoulders. Oh, look at that. That just broke right off. That's not good. Well, one thing I did do with all of these parts is I hollowed out the core, so it's a 1mm hole there, so that what I can do is I can actually put a paper clip inside of both of these and super glue them back into place in case something like that happens. It might not be a bad idea just to start out with the paperclip rammed in there for rigidity and strength. Although if I had to take a guess, yeah, those are ruined also. Look at that. Absolutely ruined. Alright, so now we know for next time, this white material, do not polish it unless you want none of your joints to work. It's funny, I actually had this problem with the smaller guy too. None of the joints would work because they were all just ridiculously loose because I kept trying to get them polished. Neck. Take that off so I can get a little. Almost got it. Did you hear that little pop? That's what I wanted. And I'm guessing this is ruined too. Yeah. None of it's gonna work. How sad. That almost works. Yeah. Alright, looks like I need to reorder all of the white parts again in not polished, and we'll try it again. Let's see what these. Yeah, there's no point in continuing on. Alright, so that was a wash. The torso parts look good. Gonna have to. I think we're gonna start by putting the paper clips in here for rigidity. That fits nice. This works well. Got a little bit of some rotation here as well as side to side action. These rotate within the torso, so it's a double joint within there. Same thing with the neck. You can move forward, back, side, side, and then the head on it, if it was there, would be able to move as well. Oddly enough, the toes and the feet work just fine. We got movement here, it rotates, you have a toe. So you can see how this would have been working. The hand, we got fingers, it's missing the thumb. The thumb goes right here, that's articulated. Yeah, that's ruined. That's where it attaches for the rest. You get that kind of motion. And the light piping parts, they slide into the back here. So nice and clear. And there they're blue. I don't know how I could see. So they light up quite nicely. Too bad it doesn't fit. Let's see, do these even fit on here? The wheels? Yeah, the wheels fit okay. A little bit of glue to hold them would be good. Otherwise they look good. And I might as well put them all in place. Why not, right? Oh, that one feels a little loose. And there's the other one. And again, it's the polishing process. It shrinks all of my everything. It was just polished too much, and this is what happens. Nothing fits right. Your tolerances are blown. I might as well show you the extras. I'll clear away some of these failed parts. So the extras were these two little guys. Just cut off those parts. It's kind of weird how the supposedly polished blue doesn't suffer from the same shrinkage as the polished white does. I was hoping it would give you a nice smooth figure, but this is not acceptable. Alright, so you got some gray parts we have that, and they just plug right into the little handles. So you've got a screwdriver, and you've got a little hammer, hammer, and a wrench, and they go inside of your toolbox. There they are. All snug as a bug. The handle for this is a 5mm. Obviously your deluxe is if they have a solid fist instead of an open fist. They won't be able to hold it. They will, however, be able to hold the tools. Here's Swerve. And he can hold the hammer. Yay. Even Floppy Joe here can hold it loosely because everything's loose with him. Alright, so there we go. We'll try again next time. Next time I will order all of these in the unpolished white, strong, and flexible. And I will also reinforce all of my Illumide joints with a paper clip to add some strength to them so that this doesn't happen. So thanks for watching. See you next time.